Hey, hey. Welcome everybody to Miss Glow's Kitchen, where there's sugar, spice, and everything nice, where we slice, dice, and entice, using everything we can, from peppers to allspice. What's up, my people? Y'all know what time it is? See y'all in the kitchen. A delicious potato cake is on our menu today. 5 simple ingredients for this potato cake, just 5. Margarine or butter, the potatoes, of course. Slice them like I did right there. All right. Pepper, salt, and oil. Vegetable oil, olive oil, corn oil, some kind of oil. All right. You can use a seasoned salt if you want to, but because of the toppings, you don't want to over season the potatoes, especially if you're going to use bacon, sour cream, some stuff like that. All right. So you want to get your margarine melted in the pan. All right. And after you do, then you want to arrange your potatoes so that they look pretty. All right, didn't take too long to do that, right? All right, you see I pressed down on it a little bit. Now you want to season this side. If you want to season your potatoes before you put them in the pan, you can. All right, so I put a top on them so they could cook through. But as you can see, they're almost translucent, so yes, they are almost done. You can slice them pretty thin, and the reason why, because you want them to get done quickly. By the time they brown, they get crispy on the outside, you want them to be done on the inside as well. So you don't want to use thicker potatoes, because then what's going to happen is you'll get them hard and undone right in the middle. All right, so you're going to put a plate on top of your pan. You're going to get a plate that fits your potato cake. You're going to flip it over. So see what I did? I got oil all over the stove. But that's okay, because I cleaned it up, flipped it, slid it back in the pan. Now, once I slide it back in the pan, then you're going to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to readjust these potatoes so that they keep my little flower-looking petal formation. All right, so you're going to fix them back up so they look nice. And yes, that bottom one is going to brown more than all of the rest of them, unless you lay those other potatoes down and then put that other potato in the middle of it, like on the top, so that it's not on the very bottom of the pan. All right, so we're going to get the entire thing brown. I'm going to show you the entire process that I go through to do it. All right, and that's why the top was on at that time, so that they would cook through, so that by the time I flip it, then the other side will cook. But I'm going to come back, press down on it like I'm doing, and I'm going to flip it again. And this time I'm going to flip it over paper towels, because I'm not cleaning that oil up a second time. All right, so I press down on it. So it can hold its formation, but not only will it hold the formation, but I'm going to get it kind of flat. Now I show you. All right, stuck to the plate a little bit. All right. It's kind of good when stuff like this happens, because if you're a beginner, you're just learning how to cook, then it's always good to know how to fix things in the kitchen if you run into a problem like this. All right. Easiest thing to do, take yourself a spatula, stick it under there, don't tear your cake up, and slide it back in there. Yeah, you want to stick the spatula through there. Okay, now, so here, rearrange the potatoes again. So fix them, the ones that's not cooked together. I slide off, so slide it back right there. We're going to put it back on the stove again. All right. So we're going to do the same thing. You're going to work with this until you get your potatoes all cooked around there. So you can see I have hot spots in my pan. And so that's why this recipe, to be honest with you, is probably good for a heavier bottom pan, like even a cast iron skillet. Because once you press down on it, then you get everything evenly cooked around there. So this pan is a little thinner, and then sometimes with that, yeah, you get hotter parts of the pan than other parts. So what happens is you'll end up flipping this probably more times than you want to. But if you use a heavy bottom pan, you can probably flip this twice and get the results that ultimately we're looking for. All right, you can see by that empty pan that I ended up flipping it one more time. And so after this, I'm going to slide it out right onto a cutting board. Okay, once flipped on the cutting board, I pre-cut it so that once we serve it, all we have to do is take our pieces and we won't have to cut it after we put the toppings on. So I'm going to put cheese on it, some bacon. You can put any toppings, sour cream, chives, whatever you normally put on top of your baked potato, you'll put on top of here. And if you want to stick this in the oven or put a top on it for a couple minutes to melt that cheese, you can. That was not necessary for me, so hey, whatever toppings you want to put, y'all better go make this for real. Seriously. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. See y'all next time. For more great recipes, tips, and ideas, check out some of my other videos.